Oh, they were talking about practice. It must have paid off. Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet. I'm Bethel Duran, joined by LAGalaxy.com senior editor, my favorite Cal Bear, Adam Serrano. You go game ball, man. You showed up.
Oh.
Half the battle was showing up, though.
That's all you need.
And the Galaxy showed up big 4-0 victory tonight in Carson.
Oh, just a huge win for a Galaxy team that really needed it. It wasn't always pretty, but you see this team start to get better as this game went on. Ramon Allison Jr. came on for Ola Kamara, scored 2 goals. Huge win for this Galaxy
Especially
team.
After drawing with DC United on 4th of July. Let's go back out to Carson. Megan Riza is on the field speaking with Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan, this team was disappointed in their last 2 results. How motivated was this group tonight for this kind of dominant performance?
You can see how happy we are after the game. We scored 4 goals. We don't consider a goal, and super important, and especially with the last 2 games we should have won. We lose points, and today we got the points we wanted, and we did it in a good way. And this confidence you bring with you, and we play against a good team today, and we win. That's the important. And you see the crowd is happy, the team is happy, and we bring it with us.
How dangerous does this team become when you're getting scoring from all over the field like you did tonight?
I mean, we just need to click. When the thing clicks and we don't do simple mistakes, of course we are a good team, but we need to show it also. It's not enough to say we're a good team, and when we show it like we do it today, is a different thing. So I think we're a threat to everybody. We just need to keep doing it and keep going.
11th goal for you in 14 games. Scoring is what you do best, but what was your approach on that PK?
One more time.
What was your approach on that PK?
No, I was focusing. It was a penalty. I was just waiting for the referee to give me the signal, and focusing and try to put it in, and it went post in. So sometimes you need luck, and that's what I had there.
Sweden was eliminated today at the hands of David Beckham's England. I know you guys had a little bit of a friendly wager going on, so how do you like fish and chips?
Let's see, I didn't try it. Even when I was in England 2 years, I didn't try it, but David will offer it, and I will have to watch the game in an England shirt, but he won, I lose. Next time I win, so it's okay.
Thank you, Zlatan. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you in the studio.
Good job, Megan. Good spirits. Zlatan after his country eliminated. And let's look at the MLS goal-scoring leaders. Zlatan now has 11, tied for second. Adam Serrano.
You know, he's really come on. You saw 8 goals in his last 5 starts. I mean, he is just an astronomical talent. He's so good at what he does, and I think it's no surprise that he's starting to score. I mean, you see this call. You know, I think it's a penalty right there. You look at the Columbus defender, and then look at this. Beautiful against a great goalkeeper in Zach Steffen. Placed it just right. That was almost a save.
Did it hit the bar?
That did, right off the
Just
post.
enough, huh?
Just beautiful right there from Zlatan.
Galaxy win 4-0 over the Columbus Crew. Let's look at the highlights of this game as it got going with Jonathan and Giovanni Dos Santos back from the World Cup and Mexico. Galaxy taking on Columbus.
You know, I mean, huge game right here. Then you look at this play. Gio started off very well. Saw Pontius, a little bit of a clip. If he doesn't touch that, that's a goal from Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
But he was
Flag is up,
offside. Flag is up. They get it. They get close. Let's look at the replay. Oh, come on.
You know, I mean, Gio just has to be smarter there. He has to know where Zlatan is. If he doesn't touch that, that's a goal.
Remember that jet lag coming back from Russia. 17th minute, another chance for LA. Good ball movement. Gio is there, but he's going to just miss.
I mean, you look at this, so close. Great turn right there by Gio, but he just can't get it. I mean, maybe if he holds it a little bit more, he has a better chance at Steffen. But, you know, credit to Gio on that little turn right there. Look at that great ball by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He got the turn. Ugh, so close.
Just wide left. Encouraging stuff for the Galaxy. 42nd minute. Another chance for LA. Great ball. Ashley Cole. Ola Kamara taps it in. 7th of the season for Kamara. 1-0 Galaxy.
They finally break in right there. Lovely ball by Jonathan Dos Santos. And then the run by Ashley Cole is so impressive. He's done that for so long in his career. You see that he knows where Kamara is, and Kamara is just a great goal scorer. He's going to know how to put the ball in the back of the net. Emotional one for him against his former club.
Chelsea Arsenal. Moments later, ensuing Columbus kickoff. Former Galaxy homegrown Zardes, nice touch into the box, knocked in for an own goal by Dave Romney.
You know, you looked like a goal, but then they decided to go into the VAR. No goal. Very close decision right here. I mean, look at Hawthorne's zone right there. Losing her, can't get it in. Looks like it's a little bit out. Unlucky for Columbus.
Yeah, at the half, 1-0 Galaxy. And Romney's like, woo, 49th minute. Here come the Galaxy. Jonathan with the steal. Ahead to Gio, takes it all the way, going. He's going to find Alalas Abubakar. Another good chance.
So quality from Gio there. I mean, you just look at the way that he kind of turns his defender. And then here we go.
55th minute, Galaxy throw in. Cole plays it in, deflected to Zlatan. He's going to be fouled by Abubakar in the box. And he just uses a 6'5" frame.
So smart there. He knew he was about to get contact, and he just reacted to it. I mean, pretty obvious call right there. I mean, Abubakar is, a little bit frustrated, but you can't be pushing in there. Zlatan's smart enough.
But
he
he had
knows
been
what
talking
to do.
to the referee before those plays, so the referee had an eye on him. Zlatan takes it. Come on now.
I mean, that should be in a museum. That's art.
Really?
Right there.
A museum?
That is a fantastic,
museum, Serrano.
fantastic penalty right there.
Zlatan will say, no, I plan to make that. 2-0 Galaxy. There you see it, gets it in. All right, Serrano saying it's going to the museum.
As good as you can take it right there. Gift that right now.
63rd minute coming in. Zlatan with the nutmeg, crosses it in with the outside of his foot. Ponchos can't get there, but it's called for a foul.
You know,
you got to get the highlights going.
I mean, let's look at that, Zlatan chance again. I mean, this is going to be replayed millions of times.
Well, you were telling him to put it on Instagram.
I feel bad for Abubakar because he'll never live that down.
67th minute, Galaxy tack on another. Alessandrini steals the ball from Abubakar, fires it in for the goal. As producer Peter said, que golazo! There you go. 3-0 lead for LA.
I mean, ale from Alessandrini. That is just pure work rate to outwork Abubakar, who had himself a little bit of a shocker of a game.
I mean, why are they picking on the dude?
I mean, they went at him and they succeeded. Roman, a little love to his family right there. Big time goal.
But he wasn't done. 3 minutes in stoppage time. Galaxy looking to add on another. Do they? Can they? Going deep. Oh, Trechic, magnifique. The French Alessandrini getting it in. 4-0 Galaxy, and that's what you call a shot sheet right there, Serrano.
That is a beautiful one. Look at Chris Pontius right there, setting him in, threading the needle, and then Roman just putting it in the back of the net, putting the exclamation point on this victory for this Galaxy team. I mean, that is a fantastic play. But the guy that came on as a sub, I mean, just love it. I think he's healthy now. He's been injured. He's healthy.
Now, you scored 2 goals in that amount of time, you better be healthy.
I think he's back.
I know you're going to say you're not 100%, but regardless, though, Galaxy win 4-0 Saturday night at the StubHub Center in Carson. A good night of action for LA.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the stat sheet right there. They didn't have the possession, but this team was efficient. They had their chances. You look at only 5 shots on goal, 4 goals. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see from a team. Ziggy Schmidt's going to be very happy with his group.
Obviously, I think we found the lucky charm tonight. Clint Mathis. Get the job done, though.
I mean, Cletus always gets the job done.
Oh, does he? Oh,
always.
Strong tie, too. Strong tie. How are you feeling, Clint?
Doing great, man. It's a great result for the Galaxy. I think they scared us a little bit in the first half, but all in all, I think that was one of the best all-arounded 45 minutes in that second half that I've seen from the Galaxy in a while.
You know, Cletus, this defense with the Galaxy has struggled at times. What did you see from the team today?
Well, I thought that they were more organized. I think that they weren't taking too many chances. There was a couple mishaps, giving up possession or playing, really 2 different flat lines. They had a front flat line and a back flat line. But all in all, I give them all credit. I thought Siani played very, very good. Probably the best game he's played all season. But I thought, when you looked in the second half, they were very organized. They kept it compact. It's a complete 180 from what the first half did.
Gio Dos Santos coming back from the World Cup. What did you see in him tonight?
He definitely had a lot of pep in his step. That was exactly what me and Joe were talking about at the beginning of the game. That he really had to bring his A game. I know that he's coming back from Russia. Mexico didn't get the result they wanted, and maybe he had a little grudge on his shoulder. I don't know, but I thought he played very, very well. Best I've seen him play in a long time to be able to create those chances, even though he didn't score a goal. But to be able to see him running at the defense and being able to create opportunities.
Cletus, the big man tonight was Roman, scoring those 2 goals, including that beauty at the end. What did you think of him coming on as a second-half substitute?
I mean, Roman is always going to give you everything. I mean, he plays, so hard. He goes in. He's always wanting to score. He's very, very hungry. He does well defensively. And I think if you look at that first goal, it was because, he was fighting just to really try to get that ball, and he was able to get that ball to squirt it away. I thought he took himself out of position to score, but lo and behold, he proved me wrong and was able to finish that off. But then the second goal, I wanted him to keep going, and then as soon as he hit it, it hits the back of the net. I had to shut up. Couldn't say anything else.
How does this team sort of move forward from this? We've seen a lot of stop and start from them. They've haven't been able to put that momentum together. I mean, this is a huge win. How do they put this going forward as they look to the road trip?
Well, I think first and foremost is keeping guys healthy. I think if you ask Ziggy, I'm sure he's going to say that, hey, he's starting to get his team back together. He had a couple of the guys, out in Russia. Now he's starting to get guys coming back from injury. But first and foremost, second, they need to be looking at this video. The difference between the first half when Columbus had most of the possession, they were, having big openings in the midfield, and then look at the second half where they really played, that counter-attacking style. It's okay to give, the other team possession, but you got to have tactics in place, and I think that they showed that in the second half.
Great stuff as always. Clint, appreciate you stopping by and making time for us, especially with Adam
Thanks
here.
for having me, guys.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Cletus.
Take care, guys.
Look at this, going
See you,
nicknames
buddy.
and everything. Let's go back to the field with Megan. She's with Roman Alessandrini.
Thank you, Roman. A dominant performance tonight. 2 goals for you. How good did it feel to get back out on the field today?
It's a good thing, when you score a goal and you win, it's always a good thing, and we are very happy tonight for the win. But the team played well. I come in the field when it was 2-0, so it was easier for me. I just had to defend and try to get the ball and score. So that was a good game for us tonight in the front of our fans. Now we have to get some rest, and we have a big flight next week to Boston against New England. So now we have to work hard, and we see what's going to happen.
How important was this result following the 2 tough games that you guys had before?
Yeah, we were frustrated the 2 last game because we had to win these 2 games against San Jose and the last game at home against DC. But we talk to each other a lot during the last 2 days, and tonight we see another face of this team. So now we have to keep this face for the next game.
You talk about coming back on defense. How big did the defense come up tonight, that back line, and providing another shutout?
Yeah, it's good because the last 2 games we conceded 5 goals, and tonight 0. So the defense got a lot of confidence for the next weeks, and now we have to win every single game to come back at the top and get the playoff, and we see.
Does that make these 3 points tonight even that much more important?
Yeah, it's very important because we have to pad the line for the playoff. So we need every 3 points every game. So this one is very important, but now we have to be focused on the next game.
Great job tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Guys, back to you in the studio.
Time for a quick break. Ola Kamara gets revenge on his former team with a game-winning goal. We will hear from the head coach, Siggy Schmidt, next. Plus, the Lakers have been making moves. We have the latest info on who the purple and gold are bringing in and bringing back for next season. Next.
Access Sportsnet is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925.
Rajon Rondo and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope both officially signed with the Lakers. KCP was on the squad last year, shooting over 38% from 3. Rondo, 4th in the NBA in assists last season. He talked with Chris McGee.
So there's always been mutual interest between you and the Lakers. Why now? How did it go down?
It's all about timing. You know, last situation with me in New Orleans, things worked out pretty well. I think I played pretty good, and the Lakers kept an eye on me throughout the season. And come July 1, you know, those guys are the first one to make a call. Me now being one of the older guys on the team, it's been fun. It's been a fun ride, a fun journey, and everything I've learned from my veterans in the past, I try to come back in each team and still in those young guys.
Let's go to LeBron, because that's what everyone's talking about. How many conversations did you guys have?
0.
Really?
Yeah.
0. And Isaac Bonga has also officially become a Laker. He posted this on Instagram earlier saying, quote, officially a part of the Lake Show. Bonga was the 39th pick in the draft, acquired from the Sixers, 18-year-old from Germany, 6'9", 200 pounds. That was just a taste of what we have in store. An entire episode of Access Sportsnet Lakers coming up next, right after this show. And we will have all of the news that is fit to print from the Purple and Gold, including highlights and post-game reaction after their first game in the Vegas Summer League. Galaxy Calendar is brought to you by Alaska Airlines. The Galaxy travel to New England to play the Revolution next Saturday. Then they return for a week of training before going to Philly to take on the Union July 21st. Both those games can be seen right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Then the second installment of El Tráfico, which Adam Serrano hates to say, LAFC on Thursday the 26th at the new Bank of California Stadium. I love El Tráfico, man.
No chance.
That's a great name right now.
Terrible name. It's a terrible name.
It's a fantastic name.
El Clásico de Angelino.
Megan Riza, she's on the field at StubHub Center.
Thank you, Coach. All this week, you preached the importance of these home wins. How pleased are you with this result?
We're very happy to end the week on a win. We could have had a 9-point week. That would have been fantastic, but we'll take the 5 as it is. You know, obviously these games at home are important to us. You know, the manner in which we did it was great. We stuck to the game plan. We knew we'd have to absorb some pressure, and we played to a shutout, which I was really happy about.
Is this one of the more complete games we've seen for this team, especially in the second half?
Yeah, you know, obviously we're getting bodies back as well, so that makes a difference for us. But, you know, David Bingham came up with a couple of big saves, which you need to do once in a while. But overall, you know, as I said, we absorbed the pressure, so it was a complete game that way. We knew we could catch him on the counter, and we caught him on the counter.
You get Jonathan and Giovanni Dos Santos back tonight. I know you mentioned those fresh legs. How do you gauge their impact?
Well, their impact's positive. Jonathan helps us a ton in midfield. Gio did a good job, you know, carrying the ball for us and connecting to Ibra, connecting to the front. As he plays more, he'll become more comfortable playing that role because it's a little different than the role he's asked to play when he plays for the national team.
Tonight, we hit the halfway point of the season. How important is a game like this tonight as something to build off of for the second half?
Well, we're at 500 now, and you know we've got when you look at our results over our last 7-8 games, it's been pretty good. If we can maintain that kind of rhythm, you know, we'll be all right.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Maintain rhythm, maintain momentum. You saw the graphic 2-0-3 on the last 5 games. They win today, 4-0. What is Ziggy telling his team right now?
I mean, I think Clint Mathis said it best. I mean, they have to watch this tape and look at the second half of this game. The way that they play, the way they were able to come back. We haven't seen them do that consistently this season. I think that they have to learn how to be more consistent, how to close games out, how to have the right intensity. I think when they played San Jose, when they played DC United, you saw these errors, you saw these little problems sneak up, and they were able to concede goals. Tonight, this team was locked in, they were ready, they held it out, and they were able to add to their lead.
You're around this team all the time. You're the senior editor at LAGalaxy.com, right?
Yeah.
Fancy title?
Yeah, fancy title.
Right, you're around the team. You got the pulse.
I got it.
So how come they can't be consistent?
I think it's just tough. I mean, when you look at the way this group has come, they've had a lot of injuries. They've had a lot of personnel switching, and they've had some bad luck, and they haven't been able to perform. I think that they need these results to build that confidence, and they have to start getting wins. You know, I think it's not enough just to get draws. They have to start getting some wins to really feel confident because they have the talent. This is one of the most talented, if not the most talented team in Major League Soccer, and they should not be 500 right now. They have to get better.
Adam Serrano doesn't want him at 500. Well, hopefully tonight's 4-0 victory over Columbus builds that momentum. More to come on Access Sportsnet. Zlatan gets another goal. Love him. And the Galaxy road to a big win at StubHub. We will hear more from the team next. And LeBron is still in Italy, so we have not yet heard from him on his move to the Lakers, but he has been posting on social media. Of course, that's what we all do on vacation. We will check in with the latest from LeBron after the break.
I noticed LeBron grabbed you after the game on the court. What did he say to you?
He didn't tell me anything.
I didn't tell him anything. I didn't tell him anything. It's not for everybody.
He didn't tell me anything.
There's enough noise out there already with Zoe. You know, he has a bright future, like I said the other day in my quotes.
Kind of slapped hands, that's it.
LeBron was trying to keep the combo with Lonzo secret, but it's no secret that LeBron will help you win. A lot. The LeBron effect is quite significant. As a rookie with the Cavs, he helped them win 18 more games. When he came to the Heat, the team improved by 11 games and made the NBA Finals. And when he came back to the Cavs in 2014, they were 20 games better and again made the Finals. And here's the latest tweet from LeBron on his Italian vacation. He's rocking, what's this guy's name, Adam?
Christian Pulisic.
And he's a big phenom, right? Pulisic is how you call it in America, Adam Serrano, you soccer guy. We could assume that LeBron wishes he was watching the USA in the World Cup, but instead he has to settle for this view. But that's big, though, if you're rocking the Pulisic jersey.
That's pretty huge. I mean, it's underrated, but look at that caption. Make your own caption. Have fun. I love it. That's some great social media right there. Write your own story.
Write your own story. That's
Look
just
at that
begging people
photo.
to leave
It's
comments
beautiful.
in there.
It's
like,
beautiful.
oh, caption this. That just means I don't have anything smart to say right now. Do it for me, my followers. Stats of the game, Adam Serrano. Let's look at this. Galaxy win 4-0.
I mean, you look at this, outshot, but as I told you earlier, this team was just efficient tonight, and that's what you want to see from a Galaxy team. I think this is exactly what Ziggy Schmidt wants. He wants to see his team burying their chances. 4 goals, 5 shots on goal. 5 saves from David Bingham, who's kind of busy tonight. Possession, didn't have it, but 4 goals, 5 shots on goal, 0 goals on the other side. That's what you want.
What I really liked about it is the way that they closed the game. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Alessandrini comes in, knocks it in from outside the post.
You have to be smart in those moments, and this Galaxy team hasn't really had that this season. I think that they were able to defend well and then break on the counter. We saw Pontius break free, find Ramon for a fantastic goal.
The Galaxy win 4-0 over Columbus. Ola Kamara with a goal against his former club. He's standing by with Megan.
Thank you, Ola. Big result for this team tonight. What does this do for this team moving forward?
It gives us confidence. I mean, this is the victory we want, that kind of victory we wanted. 4-0, we're scoring some good goals, and we get a clean sheet, so that's a really good feeling to have.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. It started to cramp up on me a little bit, so then I wanted to not risk it. So I wanted to go out then.
How big is it that we're getting scoring from all over the field? Roman 2 tonight, 1 for you, 1 for Zlatan.
I think it just does something with the confidence of the players, and it shows that we're a threat all over the pitch, and also, I mean, the clean sheet is really important for the team because we've been conceding too many goals lately, and then today we worked as a team, and now we get the clean sheet, and then I think both the players and the coaches are happy.
How important was it for this team to have this result tonight, the 4-0 win, considering the last 2 games we've had?
I think it was super important, and of course, me playing against my old club, I was very excited about it. Yeah.
And then David Bingham, big save there, about the 68th minute, where he saved the ball, rebounded off of him, and then we saw a couple of the backline players jump in for the deflection. How big was that play?
No, I mean, David played great, and especially that save from Sardis, he's making himself big, and he's keeping us in the game, because if they score there, maybe they get some belief and momentum, and that's the kind of save we have to expect from him, because he's a good goalie.
Thank you all. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
You heard it from Ola, scoring against my old team. He says it. It's not the right thing, but he had a little smile.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it. Ola's so good with that. I mean, he knows that it means something to him. I mean, you look at this finish right here, vintage Ola Kamara finish. You know, he celebrated a little bit. You know, usually some players don't celebrate when they score against their old teams, but you know, he enjoyed it. And I think it's just big for him. I think now the Galaxy just have to worry. You know, he said he started to cramp up. Did he potentially re-aggravate his calf? I mean, he is an integral part of this team, and if they're going to build on this victory, they need him in the lineup.
Columbus isn't a team that you would call a rival, but a team that's in the playoff mix. Good victory for them. And now let's look at the player ratings that Alex Serrano has for this match.
I mean, you're going to see a lot of high numbers here. I think David Bingham, 5 saves, you know, fantastic performance. Michael Ciani, I think, played one of his better games for the LA Galaxy. Good one-on-one defender. Romney, you know, had some shaky moments. Same with Jurgen Shelvik. I think I want to see those two guys improve a little bit.
Well,
but
Romney got bailed out on his own goal.
He really did. He really did. But, I mean, I think Ciani playing well is very good for this team because he needs to be a leader. He's got a lot of experience, and if he's rating pretty high, this Galaxy team's probably winning the game. Look at the midfield, you know, Ashley Cole, the leader, providing that service on the Ola Kamara goal. He's been asked to do so much recently, playing kind of as a wing back, playing defense, playing midfield. He's doing very well. You know, Perry Kitchen, always solid. Jonathan Dos Santos, I think, had a great game. I think he was a little bit motivated.
It's hard for you to say that, isn't
Juan
it?
Carlos Osorio.
Isn't it? Come on, say
no.
It's hard for you to give him the credit, Serrano.
No, I will always give the credit to Dos Santos. He was motivated. He should have been playing more in Russia. Juan Carlos Osorio did not play him for whatever reason. He was motivated. He did well.
So he was fresh.
He was fresh.
All right.
Chris Pontius, another game with an assist. He's humming along. He's a little X factor for the Galaxy right now.
And then up front,
I mean, Giovanni Dos Santos, talk about motivated. This guy, you know, was active. You know, you didn't see the goals, but I think that what people don't give Gio enough credit for is the work rate that he does. He's able to kind of cause problems for the defense, and you know, he was somebody that Columbus had to think about.
Why are you having trouble giving Giovanni credit?
Oh no, Giovanni deserves the credit. I think a lot of other people don't give Gio the credit.
I'm gonna give him credit, Serrano.
He deserves it.
All right.
We look at
this.
this.
Working with me, you better come strong, Serrano.
we look at this. You know, Ola Kamara had to come off with that injury. You know, Roman Alessandrini, if he was listed, I'd give him a 9. He was fantastic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, you know, always a threat. You know, he won his penalty. He placed it very well. I mean, I said it was in a museum. Maybe that's a little bit of a hyperbole, but, you know, another good game
Don't
from
be
Zlatan.
using them Cal Berkeley words around here. Heard them in hyperbole, whatever that is. Let's go to Megan. She's in with David Bingham, who recorded his 6th shutout of the season. You got me tongue-tied
Also
here.
a Cal Bear.
Thank you, David. A big 3 points for this team tonight. What does this do for this group?
Yeah, it's big for us. We know we dropped a couple of games earlier that we should have won, but coming out tonight with this performance is huge for us. Get 3 points, and now we look forward to going across the country and trying to get 3 points on the weekend.
How important was the clean sheet tonight?
Yeah, it's big for us. We know we're going to score goals, but we got to keep them out, and tonight we did that. You saw the commitment in the second half. It wasn't pretty at all, but the guys put their bodies on the line, and we kept it 0.
How motivated was this back line following the previous 2 games we've seen?
Yeah, I mean, we're always motivated. I think it's interesting when you hear how bad our defense is, but you look at the standings and whatnot, and there's 10 or 12 teams with worse goals against than us. So if this is us on the bad, that just tells you how good people think we are. So looking forward for the weekend. We got a long road trip, and we got to come back with 3 points.
How big was the goals that we saw from all over the field tonight? Roman getting involved, Zlatan obviously involved again, and Ola.
Yeah, it's huge. Ibra keeps getting on the score sheet, and then Ola and Roman Ola coming back off injury gets a goal. Great goal for us, and then Roman's 2 strikes are incredible. So big credit to him coming off the bench. We know he likes to play, and he proves his point every time he gets on the field.
We're at the halfway point right now for this club, for this season. What would you like to see in the second half?
what LA Galaxy has done in the past. They're generally extremely strong in the second half of the season, and if we do that this year, we're going to be towards the top.
And you mentioned the back-to-back away games that this team will have. Does that make tonight and these 3 points even more important?
No, 3 points at home is always important, and historically we're good on the road. We've proved it, so we look forward to these 2 trips and hopefully come back with 6 points.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Galaxy win 4-0. More to come on Access Sportsnet. We will give you the top 10 Galaxy plays of the first half of the season. I bet you can guess number 1, but I'm sure number 2 will surprise you.
It has been a warm day here in the Southland. The Galaxy looking to heat up here tonight against the Columbus Crew. Back in, Ola Kamara trying to find Giovanni Dos Santos, and his turnaround shot is wide. Ball flighted in for Zlatan, tries to go across the 6. It'll come loose for Ola Kamara, and his throw poke is wide. Plays into space. This is good for the Galaxy. Dos Santos scores! Ola Kamara from Ashley Cole.
Great run by Ashley Cole here. And Ola Kamara, what he does best, get in front of the goal and put it in the back of the net.
Ibra trying to bring this one down, and this is going to be a penalty. And the Galaxy get a chance to double their lead here. Ibra steps into this one, fires up the post and in.
Classic finish by a classic goal scorer there.
Boubacar in some trouble, and the Galaxy have a chance. Ali Sandrini, 7-6, scores! It is 3-0 LA Galaxy. Roman on his left foot, fires, scores! The LA Galaxy complete the clean sheet at home.
Good win for the Galaxy tonight, 4-0 over Columbus. Let's go back to Megan. She's with the captain, Ashley Cole.
Thank you, Ashley. 4 goals for this team tonight. Is this the kind of statement that they needed?
Yeah, I think, you know, in the first half we found it very difficult to kind of play against their movement. And, you know, we will always have the players to score goals, and I think as soon as we scored that goal there to come out a bit more, and the game opened up, and, you know, we have confidence in the players we have up front. And we know if we keep clean sheets, 0 goals at the back, well, we're going to win games, and that's been our problem. We've been conceding goals, but today we got the goals and we didn't concede, so everyone's happy. We're not getting carried away, but we're happy. We have to enjoy this day.
VAR works in your favor. How big was that overturn?
Yeah, well, the ball was out. You know, as players, we're saying, why can't the linesman see that? It shouldn't need a kind of TV for the linesman to see that. It was on his side, but as you said, we've got a VAR in our favour for once, so, or twice maybe, for the penalty as well. So no, we enjoyed this day. We scored 4 great goals and battled at the end because they're a good team. They play, they move. So it was a difficult game, but to get the victory at home for the fans as well, and the manager and the coaching staff, well deserved.
Is this the kind of game that reveals and helps build the character of a team? You got fatigue, long game week, the heat, the tough 2 results.
Yeah, it just proves, and now we have to build on this, that we can play, we can score goals. So now I think from today on, you know, this is our kind of building block now to kind of start getting points, picking up wins, looking forward and pushing to the playoffs now, because we don't want to end up kind of running out of games to find points, because I think towards the end we're playing big teams as well. So today was the start, and hopefully next week, I think we have 2 road games. We have to go again.
Well, thank you for your time. Congrats.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Guys,
cheers.
Back to you in the studio.
Class act, Ashley Cole, Arsenal, Chelsea, smooth.
He's a legend. He's one of my favorite players I've ever covered.
Really, one of your favorites?
I think a great guy. You know, he gets a bad rap with the English media, but he's a true leader. He's my cappy.
I think when you're a good guy, you usually get a bad rap with the English media.
I think you do. I mean, it's a little unfair.
Now let's go talk about this game. Galaxy win 4-0, the shutout. Bingham, big reason for that tonight.
Yeah, you know, he made 5 saves. I think David Bingham was brought in to bring stability to the Galaxy goal in a way that we haven't seen before. And, you know, he comes up big. I mean, look at that save on Jossie Zardes. You know, he really sets the tone for this game. And I think we haven't seen him get maybe the praise he deserves. I mean, he got a 6th shutout of the year today, so he's humming along.
doing a good job there. But I noticed today, as we were watching it with the producers and with you, Galaxy seemed like they were more defensive the way they're playing. Columbus had more shots on goal. The possession seemed to be in their favor. Is that something we could see from the Galaxy moving forward?
I think it's a different way for them to play because essentially when you're playing with the formation they did, you're kind of dropping 5 defenders in the back and you're kind of inviting that pressure and trying to counterattack. And I think they had a lot of success. We haven't really seen a lot of Galaxy teams do that recently, and not since, maybe 2012, Galaxy Bruce Arena teams, but I think that they can do this and they're efficient. And if you can be efficient and really make teams pay, then you're going to win games.
That's what matters, all right? Win the games. And the way that they won today, too. Closing it out at the end, Alessandrini off the bench gets those 2 goals, 4-0 against a team that's headed to the playoffs, all intents and purposes. It's got to give you that boost as the season continues to grow.
I think definitely. I think that when you look at this, is a big win for this team, but it just shows that they can grind it out. And I think I told Chris McGee at the beginning of the game, this team hasn't been able to grind out wins. They've been able to give up lots of goals and they've made mistakes, but now they're able to be efficient, and they did that.
So you're sharing notes with Geeter, but not with me. All right, good job, Serrano. Appreciate it. Kids these days. More to come on Access Sportsnet. Roman Alessandrini with a couple of late goals, and the Galaxy get a huge win. We have the Galaxy plays of the first half next. And here's a look at the updated Western Conference standings after Saturday's games. Galaxy still on the outside of the playoff mix, but they're building momentum, Adam Serrano.
They're starting to move forward. They haven't lost a game since May. And you look at that, 18 games played. That's a lot, but they still have 7 home games remaining. So there's going to be opportunities for this team to start to pick up points. But they need to do so now because, as I told you, they are too good and too talented to be in the 8th seed right now.
Halfway through, they're in that mix. Like you see 25 points, they're chasing 26, 29. How do they get building towards a good playoff run?
You need to be more cohesive. You have to have comprehensive victories like this one, where you're able to grind it out. And doesn't always have to be pretty. You don't always have to win the game 4-0, but you need to be organized, you need to be efficient, and you have to be able to close out games, and that's something this Galaxy team is still learning to do.
They didn't do that on 4th of July against DC United. They drew 2-2 against them, come back today against a team that's going to the playoffs, and they win 4-0. And it has not been the best season so far for the Galaxy, but halfway through, we do have some pretty incredible moments. Let's take a look at the top 10 Galaxy plays of the season. June 2nd, Portland, Diego Chara, quick 1-2 to get in on the goal. Dave Bingham makes the big save.
He stands up right there. Look at that. Get a palm on it. Fantastic right there from Bingham.
June 30th, San Jose, Alessandrini curls in the free kick. Woohoo!
I mean, que magnifique, eh? Look at that finish right there by Roman Alessandrini, really showing that he can still bring the goals for the Galaxy team.
Number 8, Portland, Chris Pontius, clever touch, freeing him to slot one with his left into the side netting.
That is what we call techers right there, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful finish. Look it up, Beto.
No, techers.
Beautiful finish right there by Chris Pontius.
Number 7, April 28th, New York Red Bulls. Zlatan, the perfect through ball to Ola. Pokes it home past Luis Robles. So pretty.
Absolutely magic right there from Zlatan to thread that ball in. Fantastic.
Number 6, Wednesday, DC United, 4th of July. Dave Romney with the cross into the box. Zlatan, left foot volley, back of the net.
You got to feel for Oriel Fischer right there. He's trying to do everything he can, and Zlatan just overpowers him.
Zlatan, he should be lucky that he's on Zlatan's field. Number 5, back to the Cali Classico in San Jose. Ibra with the rocket.
I mean, I hadn't even sat down, and this goal is already in the back of the net. I mean, I love when the Galaxy score against San Jose. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Cinco de Mayo, Houston. Check out the build-up for the Galaxy. Ibra, chest control, up the field to Gio Dos Santos. Gio is going to put a cross into Kamara. Gets a touch, back of the goal.
This might be my second favorite goal of the year. Look at this finish right there. I mean, the pass from Ola Kamara. I mean, the pass from Zlatan, the pass to lead up to Gio. Beautiful finish right there by Ola.
Number 3, April 28th, Red Bulls, Tyler Adams, a golden chance to score. Bingham, big hands.
David Bingham standing up right there. That's a California Golden Bear. Great save. Love it.
Did you go to Cal?
I did.
Shocker. Number 2, round 1, Cali Classico, May 25th, StubHub. Emma Boateng dribbles past a couple defenders. Alessandrini. Magnifique.
Just a great rip there. But look at Ema. He's strong, builds through. Fantastic finish.
Number 1, Zlatan's MLS debut against the LAFC.
In 20 years as a pro, he is back to talk up with goals and trophies. Can he do it again in Los Angeles? Welcome to Zlatan. Kamara throwing his body in. It's going to fall for Ibrahimovic. Oh, come on! Come on!
LAFC have just been Zlatan.
Cole picks it up. Cole's cross. Ibrahimovic! Oh, are you serious?
It doesn't get much better than this, folks. MLS, welcome to Zlatan.
Are you okay?
I mean,
you okay? You little goosebumps?
Little bit of goosebumps. I mean, to quote
emotional. You need a moment.
To quote one of my favorite podcasts, I felt that day I was like living the dream.
Oh!
You know what? I mean, it was just a fantastic moment to get that big win over LAFC. Zlatan, the first player I ever interviewed to score against that team, the way that he did, oh my God, I think I was in tears.
He knows you. He knows you. We'll be back with more. Hopefully, Adam gets rid of the goosebumps. More Access Sports Net after this. Okay, man.
Dodgers, Lakers. I don't really listen to or pay attention to hockey, but Kings if they're in there.
What about soccer? LA Galaxy.
The Galaxy, and what's that other one? LAFC. LA, yeah, the football club, LA Football Club. They haven't started yet, but they're coming.
They ain't the Galaxy. The Galaxy won championships.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
Beckham was a part
know
of that.
what's up with football?
Come on, man.
I better not see Mario Lopez at a Galaxy game.
He's already been in a Galaxy game. He was at the Galaxy LAFC game, supporting both teams.
Snoop is representing, though. He knows what's up.
Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. I mean, that's just the way he rolls.
Woo! There we go. Let's go back. Oh, welcome back. Zlatan and David Beckham had a little bet going for the World Cup. Zlatan said that if Sweden won, Beckham would have to buy him whatever he wanted at IKEA. Hopefully he doesn't have to put it together. And Beckham responded that if England won, Zlatan would have to wear an England jersey and eat fish and chips at Wembley Stadium. Well, England beat Sweden 2-0 in the quarterfinals this morning, and Beckham posted this on his Instagram. Looks like someone's coming to Wembley again. Zlatan responded, I'm coming. Congrats. Good photo. Look at that.
I mean, that's some great Photoshop there by Bex. I mean...
Yeah, but Fox Soccer got into the mix with the Photoshop. The kids these days, they're so good at me. Look at this. Time to pay up Ibra official.
That's just beautiful. I mean, really captures it. Zlatan's got to wear the jersey. Maybe England wins the World Cup. Maybe it's football's coming home. I don't know.
Now, earlier you said I need to go Google Techers, and I did. You're legit the way you sold it to me, but show me a great example of that.
I think we have a great example.
Do you have it?
Yeah. From Mr. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I mean, you look at this, just so effortlessly, the way that he just nutmegs this Columbus defender.
Is that what you did at Arcadia High?
Yeah, maybe. But look at this, just beautiful, slides it in. He's got...
If you're the defender and intramurals that count and they do that to you, it's bad. But you're in the MLS.
I mean...
And you're giving the highlight over and over and over.
That's going to be played a million times. There will be tons of Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts showing that for the rest of time.
That sucks.
Unlucky.
For the defender.
Unlucky.
Hey,
unlucky.
Don't like it, don't let it happen to you. Up next for the LA Galaxy, a cross-country trip to New England. Take on the Revolution at Gillette Stadium next Saturday. We will have the game for you right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. 4:30, our pregame coverage begins at 4 o'clock. New England Revolution, Galaxy. That's a big game. I know you're going to say, oh, it's okay, it's only July. But no, right now, as you're chasing into the playoff spot, every game is a big game.
It's a huge game. I mean, it's going to be tough going cross country. You're playing on turf. You know, Gillette Stadium isn't the best surface.
How do they treat the Galaxy there?
I mean, it's LA versus Boston. I mean,
Same
we
exact
got
vibe?
James Worthy coming up pretty soon. He knows what it's like to play a Boston team. I feel the same way when the Galaxy play the Revolution.
Really?
I mean, it's a big game. You
Are
got to
people
win.
booing you, Adam Serrano?
I've gotten some people throwing some stuff at me. I'm not lying.
Really?
I'm not lying. Yeah. I mean,
Really?
it's a big game for this team.
Was it tough for you when you were flying across the country?
No,
Hate
no.
Boston. Hate New England.
Get that clap going, Big
We
Dan.
hate Boston. Hate New
The
England.
Worthy clap.
That's what we want to see.
Worthy Geeter coming up next. Adam
when you
Serrano,
almost they scored
great
goals.
job. I'll bet on that here. Geeter.
Go.